We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. This taken in right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Gaines. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Gaines. And he fires one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gaines. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gaines. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10. Gaines. Open man is Waddle complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Gaines. He'll buy some time right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Garrett Wilson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ross on 1st and 10. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Powerful touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now they're setting up the wide receiver screen here on the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand-new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Ross. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Ross. He's got it complete to Gibbs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this...
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gaines. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And they're going to get this is beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd and 2, Gaines throwing quickly to Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 20, 10. He's got the first down and then some. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Ross looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw on 2nd down. Gaines. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
To throw on third down. Gaines. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
It's fourth down.
And this one is right through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself. And
for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
They go play action here on first down. Hyatt has got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throw left side, complete to Scott. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10.
Off the bootleg, Ross.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Looking to throw. Ross.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Running left, Achane. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Gaines.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, Gaines. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time.
Yards on the play. First down, Giants.
Off play action. Ross. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Ross. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Hodgins.
26 yards.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. This one deep for Wilson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
They'll run for it with Aesl. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yes.
There he goes, right side. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 61 yards. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely
And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A give left side, here's Aesl. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Off play action. Gaines. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like...
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
To throw is Ross. To throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cam Smith.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Up the middle, Achane.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on 3rd down. Gaines. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
And now off to the races down the right side. 39 yards there, a big one. His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Ross. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they